Millions of people are paying $100 every single year just to hold onto their own files. Or worse, you hit the tiny 15 gigabytes free limit and have to start deleting things just to receive an email. Today, we are permanently canceling the subscription. I'm going to show you how to build your own completely private Google Drive killer right on your own hardware in just a few simple steps. We aren't messing with complicated databases and we aren't dealing with confusing network configurations. By the end of this video, you'll have a fast, secure, and easy to use private cloud that just works. Let's get to work. Here is the blueprint for what we are about to build. We only need 3 free tools to make this work. First is Docker. Think of Docker as the engine. It's simply the program that runs our server in the background so everything stays organized. Next is ownCloud. This is your actual private storage. It works exactly like Google Drive, giving you a place to upload your photos, documents, and videos, except the files stay on your own computer instead of Google server. Finally, we have Tailscale, the piece that makes everything work from anywhere. Tailscale creates a secure, invisible tunnel directly between your phone, your laptop, and your new server. It means you can access your files from a coffee shop halfway across the world without ever messing with your router settings. Setting up a server can sound intimidating, but I'm going to walk you through every single command step by step. All you have to do is follow along. Let's start by installing the engine. Step 1 is building our engine. We are using Docker because it keeps our private cloud completely contained and running smoothly in the background without messing up the rest of your system. Open your terminal. I've put the exact installation commands for Ubuntu, Arch, and Fedora on the screen right now, and you can easily copy and paste them from the description below. Once Docker is installed, we need to turn the engine on. Type sudo systemctl enable now Docker and hit enter. This ensures your server automatically turns back on if your computer ever reboots. Next, we need to give your user account permission to control the engine. Type the sudo usermod command. Now, this is very important. For those permissions to actually take effect, you must reboot your Linux computer and log right back in. Do not skip this or you will get permission errors in the next steps. Now that our engine is running, we need to build a secure tunnel. This tool, Tailscale, is what lets you safely access your files from anywhere in the world without exposing your own networks to the open internet. Pass the install command for your system into the terminal. If you are using Ubuntu, Mint, or Fedora, you'll see we are using a command called curl. Think of curl like a digital delivery driver. Instead of making you open a browser, click download, and run an installer, curl simply goes to the official Tailscale website, grabs the secure package, and automatically install it for you in one single step. Once it finishes, we want this tunnel to run quietly in the background automatically. Type the sudo systemctl enable now Tailscale command. This flips the auto start switch, ensuring your server stays connected even if it loses power and restarts. Next, turn the tunnel on by tapping sudo tailscale up. This instantly generates a login link. Click that link to open your browser. Log in, click connect, and fill out the quick survey. Select personal or at home use, then other personal, and I don't use a VPN. Click add your first device, and then you can skip the rest of the introduction. You are now looking at your dashboard. See that IP address started with 100 next to your computer's name? That is your new private web address for your server. Before we move on, click the 3 dots on the right and select disable key expiry so your connection doesn't turn off in 180 days. Leave this browser tab open because we are going to need that exact IP address to build our cloud. Now it's time to actually build our cloud. Back in your terminal, we are going to use the mkdir command to create the physical folder inside your home folder where your data will live. Just a quick warning that oCIS data folder acts as your locked database, so never drag and drop files directly into it. Next, run the chown command. This simply gives our engine the exact permissions it needs to securely read and write your files without crashing. Now paste the log initialization command from the guide. This downloads the ownCloud software and generates your master login credentials. You will see a randomly generated password appear on the screen. Make absolutely sure to copy and save this password right now, because it is the only time it will be shown, and you will need it to log in for the first time. Next, we need to create the AutoStart blueprint. Type mkdir/oncloud, move into that folder and open a text editor by tapping nano docker-compose. Nano is just a simple text editor built right into your system. Paste the blueprint code from the guide. Go to the Tailscale tab we left open, copy your IP address and paste it exactly where it says your Tailscale IP. This locks down your server so it only talks through your secure tunnel. Save your file, press Ctrl O, hit enter and then press Ctrl X. Finally type docker compose app-d and hit enter. That -d just means the server will run quietly in the background. Congratulations, your private cloud is officially live. Time to log in for the first time into your new cloud. Open your browser and type exactly what you see on the screen. HTTPS followed by your Tailscale IP address and ending with :9200. When you hit enter, you are going to see a scary looking security warning. Do not panic, this is completely normal. Just click advanced and then click accept the risk and continue. This is perfectly safe to do because your connection is entirely encrypted inside your private Tailscale tunnel. At the login screen, type admin as your username and paste in the long password we copied from the terminal earlier. Once you are in, the very first thing we need to do is change that impossible password. Click your user icon in the top corner and select Preferences. Go to the password section and change it to something you will actually remember. You might also notice that the email address field is locked and unchangeable. You can completely ignore this. Since your cloud is safely locked down on your own private network, email isn't important anyway. Our server is live, so let's connect our devices. On your phone, install the Tailscale app, log in and hit connect. Make sure you keep the toggle switch on so your files can always sync quietly in the background. Look right under your computer name to find your IP address. It starts with 100 and copy it. Next, open the ownCloud mobile app and type in HTTPS followed by that IP address and ending with :9200. Since this is a completely private tunnel, it's going to warn you about an untrusted certificate. Tap yes to trust it and log in with your new password. Now for your computer, install the ownCloud desktop client using the command for your system on the screen. Open the app, paste in that exact same server address and trust the certificate. Click Open Browser and log in. Click Allow, then in the app click Finish. This is the important part. The app just created a brand new folder in your home directory called ownCloud-admin followed by your Tailscale IP address. Inside you will find a personal folder and a shares folder. Any files you drop directly into the personal folder will safely sync to your server and your phone. Let's actually use it. On my phone, I will tap the plus icon and upload a couple of photos to the cloud. If we switch over to the computer and open our new personal folder, those two photos are immediately there. Now I will drop a third photo right into this desktop folder. If we open the ownCloud web interface in our browser, you can see all three photos are instantly synced to our server. And it works flawlessly with entire folders too. I will drag my Obsidian notes directly into the browser. Almost immediately, that folder syncs right back down to the app on my phone. Your private cloud is officially working. Everything stays perfectly in sync entirely on your own hardware, and you never have to pay a subscription fee again. And just like that, you have completely replaced Google Drive. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you had any problems along the way, leave a comment down below and I will try to help you out. Full reset instruction plus Tailscale cleanup are in the right-hand guide below. Also, if you want to replace Google Photos with your own private alternative, you can watch my image video next. Thanks for watching.